So last week we played Aaron back from jail on his Monday morning show, and he sat there like the smug prick that he is, and he told Johnny Crutches all about what a fantastic time he had. He was the curator of fun. Mm-hmm. He was playing basketball and dominating the court.
Yes.
And cribbage, and he's decided he's going to become a lawyer because there's so many people in there who shouldn't be in there. And he was mad at Reagan for shutting down the facilities, the mental hospitals where these people really belong. And he was concerned that, it's just a lot of people who are addicted to drugs, don't deserve to be there. They need help, which is great. I love when Aaron has a heart. In fact, I believe Adam pulled a clip where he's like, he might be turning a little liberal after his experience in jail. He's a more caring, more feeling steel toe after that. Well, what happened after that Monday show, they got tons of views and we all talked about it, is that his numbers plummeted.
Yeah.
And that was the most recent segment we did on WATP,
right?
Where we showed 2 days later on Wednesday, he's like, oh, no one's donating to the goal and this sucks. No one's watching anymore. He's complaining about his numbers. Like, what happened? And I think I opined at the time, and I'll say it again, is that even the audience that might like him is now turning their backs because they're going, this guy's not real. He can't just give us a real moment one time and explain to us something that was an awful experience and what he learned from that.
Right.
Instead, it was just victory after victory. Win for the toe, win for the toe, win for the toe.
It's too bad the real moment was him panicking over money.
Right. And so here's what I want to tease. I'm so excited about this. On This Little Piggy this Friday, which will be on the Carl WATP YouTube channel, the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel, I will be playing our interview with Mikey the arsonist. I got up early yesterday. Moody was up very, very late. And Moody and I had an interview with Aaron's cellmate, who Aaron was talking about quite a bit on that episode. Mikey's the guy who's like, man, he's just misunderstood. He should not be in there.
Sometimes people get addicted to matches.
Yeah, right.
He wants to help him. He wants to become a lawyer and help a guy like him.
He wants to become a lawyer and help him. And we ask Mikey, do you want to be represented by Aaron? We ask Mikey all the questions about basketball. We ask him all the questions, and Mikey's great.
How did you find him?
Dude, Moody's the best. Mikey's great. Moody's the best. So Moody was able to connect that. And I'm very excited to tell you, you can't miss This Little Piggy on Friday because we will have the interview with Mikey, who hung out with Aaron in jail. And I'm going to tell you right now, Moody and I were surprised.
Okay. Afterwards,
we're both looking at each other like, wow, that's crazy. And this guy, he didn't know he was going to be interviewed about Aaron afterwards or anything like that, but he remembered. He was answering questions. He knew what he was talking about. So very interesting stuff to come on This Little Piggy. But first, I want to talk about how Aaron's now walking back these jail stories that he had. And all of a sudden, he's admitting that, maybe things weren't as phenomenal as he first said they were.
Jerry Shepardini says, honestly, jail doesn't sound so bad. Get some Crocs, watch some movies, around, get a triple-double. I would say double-double. I definitely got into the double digits in points and rebounds. I don't think I got enough assists for the triple-double, my man. I'm sorry. But let me say this. I only had a good time while I was in jail on account of it was jail and I had to be there.
On account of it was mandatory.
Right.
Like, I needed to be there. I wasn't going to leave.
Everyone, like, if they love me, they're like, Aaron, that sounds like it wasn't so bad, blah, blah, blah. And the people who hate me are, like, angry. Like, he has to be lying. It can't be that good. I need him to be miserable because apparently that's going to help your life. Good luck with that.
Wouldn't it be great if Aaron would just once be like, in fact, look at what the pretty antisocial girls were saying, or check out this clip from Nobody Likes Onions, or WATP said this. Look at, they're totally seething, and they're pissed off about what I said. And Johnny, I'm going to put this out there. If you could just one time, when Aaron talks about the haters seething and getting angry, just say, hey, you should play a clip of that. Play the clip. I will give $200 to your GoFundMe or your page or whatever you're trying to raise money. I'll go to your strip club and give you $200. Whatever I got to do to get that money to you, because I would love for one time Because it would make the show so much better. If instead of Aaron acting out what the haters are saying and how they're saying it, if he would just like be like, look at this example. What a loser, huh? Because I didn't see anybody getting angry about it. All of us just pointed and laughed.
Yeah.
Who else went, dude, you just got back from jail. You idiots. Stop acting like you had a vacation. He was bragging. Like, I remember, was it last year, the year before, Patrick Melton went to Hawaii for 2 weeks. And then he came back.
It wasn't mandatory.
It wasn't mandatory.
Okay.
He came back and barely talked about it. He just had a nice vacation and whatever. Moving on. And the fact that this guy goes to jail and acts like, let me tell you how much fun I had. These are the following activities were the best. I'll list them top 10 to 1.
Yeah, he befriended every corrections officer.
Oh, the COs loved him. Yeah. All of the inmates were gathered round to hear tales of radio days. It was an amazing experience.
Yeah, he didn't befriend them. They befriended him. They reached out to him.
Right.
They saw him when they were fixing his toilet and trying to get his take on, things around town. They wouldn't leave him alone. They love him.
Yes. And so we all watched that and went, that doesn't sound realistic at all. I wonder if he's exaggerating.
Yo, radio, let me carry your books.
If someone could recreate what Aaron said happened in jail, it'd be a very funny sitcom.
You're right.
So anyway, so this is him. That's starting to walk this back. And then this is the full on, here's the reality of it, guys.
Jail was only fun for me because I had to be there. If they would have said at any time, Aaron, we're going to let you out right now, but you have to go home and rake and bag leaves in cold, damp weather for the rest of the day, I would have said, I'll see you guys later.
I'm out of here.
If you would have pulled me off the basketball court where I was having the most fun while I was there, and you would have said, Aaron, you have to stop playing basketball in county jail right now, and you have to go home and rake leaves in disgusting, overcast, damp weather, I would have said, guys, it's been fun. Here's the ball. Larry Jailbird out.
So Aaron's hearing the feedback, and he realizes that he needs to be a little bit realistic with his audience, which I believe all of this. Would you rather be a free man doing things you don't want to do, or behind bars playing a pickup game? Yeah, I'd rather be free. That sounds good.
I like when my doors aren't heavy. I like when they're just open.
Those heavy doors, yeah. I'd like to check into a hotel where the doors are a little lighter, if you don't mind. Maybe there's a key card. I can come and go as I please. That'd be swell.
I prefer that if it's an option.
Right. So all of a sudden, Aaron's completely changing his tune on what this actually was. And he thinks for some reason that people like me, and Patrick Melton, and Moody, we're just going to ignore that he said this.
But now, I am being very unmistakably clear about that. How much do you want to bet that people who hate Steel Toe are not going to hear what I just said?
I feel like they're just going to ignore that and focus on the you know what it is? This is just more of your grandiose lie to obfuscate what happened.
Toe doesn't even rake his leaves, I bet.
That's not what I'm going to say. I don't rake my leaves. I have a guy for that. Why would I be mad? Why would I be spurring out over Steel Toe saying he's raking leaves? So this is hilarious because not only am I playing these clips, I'm going to be playing them again on Friday because wow, is it going to set up the conversation with Mikey? It's going to make it so much more interesting that he said this. I'm really looking forward to it. I have a whole presentation ready to go that's going to be very fun. And I can't wait. I assume this will get back to Aaron that we had a conversation with Mikey from jail.
Yeah.
And I can't wait
right about now.
Yeah, right about now. And I can't wait to see what Aaron does to get in front of that. Because that'll be another segment that we can do on this.
I'm curious myself.
Yes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. One of the things that people were asking on this episode, so this is from Monday's episode of this week. And so I think Johnny hadn't been there since the last time. So people were asking Johnny, like, hey, when you were hearing these stories from jail, you must have been rolling your eyes, right, Johnny? And so they have to address that.
I don't remember most of the story. We did it in the moment and I cared and I got the beats.
Yeah.
Someone did Mikey dirty and other stuff. Like someone shit on the first floor. You were above that tier.
They shit in the shower. They shit in the shower.
Yeah.
First floor shower. Yeah.
First floor shower, right? Like I've got all those parts in there, but I like for the most part I don't remember it happening, so I can't explain what would have caused the eye roll.
Let me help you.
So they go, Johnny, we saw you rolling your eyes. What was up with that? And Johnny goes, I don't remember what he talked about. Johnny might be the worst co-host in the history of co-hosting. That's a fireable offense right there. They finally have a bunch of people watching the show. They've been off for a week. Aaron comes back to talk about what happened in jail. And Johnny goes, I was paying attention at the time, but I didn't really retain any of it. There's a shitter, right? There's a shitter on one of the floors or something. Wow.
In that first clip you played, I thought Johnny was a still photo.
Yep.
He did not move at all until he spoke.
Could you imagine having a co-host like that? Chris, move a little bit. You there? All right. So then they bring up, the chat brings up Mikey, who was arrested for arson, specifically setting fire in a building where people were currently inhabiting. Did I say that right? Probably not.
No.
There were inhabitants.
They were habitating.
They were habitating in a building where Mikey was setting fires. And so, Aaron said, I want to help this guy out. I might go to law school. I want to become an attorney for people like this, the downtrodden. And he explains that.
So my buddy Mikey, who I defeated in 2-on-2 half-court basketball, I think because he's a black man is getting a raw deal from our justice system.
Okay.
I do.
Crazy stories.
I read the details of the case and what happened to Mikey, and I'm convinced that he's being framed.
He's being framed.
Yes.
This is exciting. That's a lot to go through. So somebody set the building on fire and made it look like
that's not what I said.
Oh.
It's not what I said. Now as a co-host,
when you said framed, I just kind of
right. Now as a co-host, this is the part where you go, "Oh, wow, really? What happened?"
Well, what happened that you think he was framed for?
Bingo. Now I'm set free.
Why even have a co-host? I really don't understand what Johnny's role is on this show at all anymore.
He should just be a picture.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be funnier.
Because his role is to be wrong. That's it, whatever he says.
Yeah, just get an AI voice on there in a picture. He'd be fine. So he says, Mikey was framed. And we wonder, well, how would Aaron know that Mikey was framed? This is Mikey's future attorney. How would he know that he was framed?
See, I know Mikey. I got to know Mikey for 6 days. And let me tell you something. I don't see Mikey doing this.
Okay. Good. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Because I can spot it. I can spot a guilty person just like that, just from looking at him.
Yep. I played basketball with this guy at least 3 times, maybe 4, Your Honor.
He didn't set any fires.
Well, he literally does say that. But yeah, I mean, this is really good work. I think Aaron's going to make a very competent lawyer.
Look, traditionally, his track record in deciding what people are good or bad is pretty right on. Like, he's got a pretty good record on being a judge of character.
April Imholt was an amazing co-host and the right pick for that.
And mother to his children, good call.
We can go through the list.
Through lawyers, he's very good at that.
Teaming up with Nick Rekieta is a great idea for your
Worked
career.
Out really well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I never saw Mikey set anything on fire. I never even saw him have arsonistic tendencies. And also, nice guy. I'm thinking somebody at this group home was fucking with Mikey. I'm thinking one of these staff thought it would be funny to play some kind of like trick or bother or instigate with Mikey, and they knew he'd start burning.
Do you see how things have changed in 1 week? Like literally, Aaron, after getting out of jail, was like, guys, the system is corrupt. There are problems. These guys don't deserve to be in there. I really think a guy told me I should become a lawyer. There was another lawyer told me I should do this. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'll still do the show, but I want to represent these guys who need help with this stuff. And now he's being silly about it. And he's just like, I mean, I didn't see him set a fire. Whoa. He doesn't give a fuck anymore after just 7 days.
But look at Johnny now.
He's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing with this? So, yeah, he's not being serious about any of the things that he's talking about.
Or you ever just like set shit on fire in your own house for fun?
No.
All the time, right?
I mean, unless you count the marijuana, no.
Yeah, you're burning. You're setting small fires while you're at work every goddamn day. So who are you to judge Mikey? You're sitting there lighting drugs on fire. All he was doing was burning notebooks. Who knows? Maybe that notebook had fraudulent invoices in it. Maybe Mikey was trying to raise attention to the fact that there's mass fraud being committed.
Good stuff. He really comes up with some hilarious banter on the fly.
Nothing can be hilarious when it's yelled like that.
Yeah. That makes me seethe.
It really does.
Yeah,
It's got me.
We're all seeing that.
They're just yelling at this cripple. It's like, leave him alone. God.
But Aaron isn't serious about this at all. And he seemed like he was really interested in this kind of stuff when he first got back from jail. And now he's just like throwing Mikey under the bus, just pretty much basically saying like, yeah, this guy's fucking setting fires. What are you going to do? Who doesn't set fires is basically what he's saying. So, here, people are saying he should have Mikey over to the house because he was talking about having Mikey on the show to talk about his case and try to get some justice.
T. Jefferson says, have Mikey over for some cornhole and a few old fashions, maybe even a stogie. Maybe easy on the stogie. Maybe even hold back on the alcohol if it's flammable. And maybe don't invite him over to my house because in the backyard on the deck, we have the fire table.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start Mikey out with maybe a Perkins breakfast.
Oof. Again, I don't know the people who actually watch Aaron's show and get enjoyment out of it. Unironically, because I'm watching this guy's show, comes back from jail. It's a real experience in his life. And he met people like we talked to Mikey. He's been in since February. He's got a court date on Thursday, but he's like, I don't know when I'll be let out of this place. I don't know. Everything's kind of pending. They're trying to figure out if he's competent to even stand trial. So he's got like mental health concerns and all this kind of stuff. And Aaron, when he came out, like I just talked to the guy yesterday and I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. Aaron, when he got out, was like, yeah, this sucks, man. I got to do something about this. This is really terrible. And then a week later, he's making jokes about, I can't have him in my house because, I got lighters with the cigars. So you know what he's going to do? He's going to burn the house down. Waka waka.
And he's black.
Well, let's not forget about that. It's incredible that Aaron has the shortest memory in the world. We say this all the time. Mm-hmm. Aaron is just always now Aaron, present Aaron. And yesterday Aaron doesn't exist. Tomorrow Aaron will never exist in his mind. So everything is just like, well, right now this is how I feel about it. So this is it. Problem is, it's not the radio anymore. The radio is you air it and then it's gone. The internet is there with all the receipts for all of us to go back and watch again. So then later on in the program, oh, by the way, thank you to Stalin19 for putting this clip together. This is Steel Toe Mikey 2 matches is the name of this one. And a super chatter comes on and says, hey, I feel bad for Mikey. Why don't you throw him a few bucks?
All right, $2 from Jerry Shepardini says, put this on Mikey's Commissary account on my behalf. You know what? If we hit the goal today, whatever we go over live on the air, I will contribute to Mikey's Commissary.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, and I have to pay you today.
Adam, you didn't think that was a nice gesture right there? That was very kind.
It was literally the least he could do.
Well, I do have some news for you. I don't think he hit the goal or went over the goal because when we talked to Mikey Tuesday morning, this was from Monday, Mikey had 2 cents on his commissary. He has a lot more now because Moody threw him some money to do the interview with us, which was very
good
nice.
On Moody.
Yes.
I have a feeling Johnny Crutches has the same problem right now.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine, yeah. And Aaron's just laughing like, oh, yeah, I didn't run payroll either. Fun stuff. And one more clip, because, again, when we watched Aaron last week, and Aaron's just like, man, these poor people, and he's going through the list of the guys he wants to help and all the people that he met and their stories. And he's talking about going to school for 3 years in order to become an attorney. The commitment that would take. But he's been touched by these 7 days in jail. So he feels he needs to do something to give back to these people. And then 7 days goes by and he doesn't remember who these people are.
Even the stuff they've done wrong, I can excuse it. Like my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my friend,
my buddy,
and me smoking meth in a tree. He's I can't remember his name. That's hurtful. Let's call him Bill. I taught him how to play cribbage, for Christ's sake. I can't remember his fucking name.
So I don't know. I think maybe he's not going to follow through with this law school thing. I'm going to throw it out there. I think Aaron's already over it. It's like, yep, I'm done with my time, so fuck him.
His name was Corn Pop.
Yeah, right. That would have been a funnier thing to say than just like, shit. I don't know. I don't remember.
I know it's just my thing, but it really angers me when people like him, even in joke, do that. You can spot a guilty person, and if you didn't, then that's on you, because I'm better than you, because I can see them coming. So you had it coming. You were asking for it. Whatever happened. I really hate that. It's really dangerous. These soft, complete lack of life experience people that live these isolated lives that are telling us all how the world should be run. And every time they have the slightest bit of experience, it all changes completely. And that doesn't clue them in to their own naivete.
Isn't it funny that Karmic and Aaron both do that? They both tell you what's up all the time.
It's like when a fat person goes to the gym for the first day and they won't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, about the ratio of carbs to protein. Like,
you should consider changing your diet.
Right. I get it. I get it, buddy.
Karmic screamed to Tukey that he demands his respect because he's earned it.
I know. Karmic is the guy who's talking about being a man, and then we find out he's always fucked one girl his entire life and never floated an airplane. So weird.